All right, we're starting again. Problems. All right. Welcome. My Atari stuff. This is a YouTube channel that I thought I'd kick off. I used to have an Atari. I still have an Atari. It was my dad's. He was a musician, and he used to take it out doing gigs using the amazing onboard MIDI ports. And hey, you done? Yeah, she's done. Okay. So this was a great machine. Totally smitten with the Atari. I'm not going to go into it heaps because there's a lot of channels out there about the Atari, but those beautiful RCA ports on the back were awesome for audio, and this is going to be fun. Okay, so the ports were amazing. This one is a little yellowed. They are known for going yellow. I've got a disc in here. Vroom! What a game. It's an original. It's Electronic Arts, Deluxe Paint. Today, I thought I'd do a quick video on Deluxe Paint. It was really powerful at the time. There was so much that we could do with it. And my whole family used to love painting and creating and even animating things with this kick-ass piece of software. So I thought my first video for YouTube would be about this gem of a program. All right, let's look at Deluxe Paint. So let's talk about the interface. This is what you get when you fire it up. If you've got an STE, you get the extended palette from 512 to 4096. Look at that. This was super useful when I was a kid because I actually learned all this hexadecimal stuff by pulling these sliders about how that all worked from F all the way down to 0, right? But when it was in 512 mode, you only went to 7. Let's look at the interface, and I might try and paint something. I am not an artsy guy. So here's our color palette. We've got a beautiful range of 16 colors. It's something else. And what I used to love doing was you'd pick a color. Let's get like a nice sky blue. So let's pull some green into that. Let's pull some red out of that. And this mouse is so hard to use. Oh, I don't know why it's so hard to use. Okay. So we're getting a little bit dark there, Jolly. Let's go. Okay, let's put something like that in. So you get something like that, and then you get this color, and then like maybe something a bit more dark bluish. Yeah. And one of the things that this app can do, which I loved, was you can hit this spread button. Ooh, oh, look at those colors. So now we've got this gorgeous color palette, and we can take our little curly icon here. Dun dun dun. That's about to be white because I'm an idiot. Can I make that blue? Yeah, excellent. Okay, and then right click to put it in place, and we've started our fantastic scene. This little bendy tool is probably one of my favorite used tools because it could do so much stuff. Like if you ever tried freehanding with the Atari, it was a nightmare. Make it. Did you make it? Are they the same color? 2929. They are. No, hang on. 29. No, yep, they are still the same color. All right, we've got a spare color here. Bloop. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. You're gonna go there, but now they're gonna be the same color, right? No, it's close enough. Okay, in you go. Fill it in. Boink. Yeah. So it was always pretty awesome being able to create content with this bad boy. The Atari was always pretty good at making artwork, and it was always good seeing things like, you know, like Monkey Island and those guys using Deluxe Paint. I'm pretty sure they were using the Amiga version because it was better. We don't talk about the Amiga here, right? So Sweeping Hills was always a favorite of mine because it was easy. Let's buck the trend. Yeah. Big hill there. All right, render that bad boy out. Doink, doink. Oh, there's another hole. Okay, right click, puts it in place. It's really hard to remember all the keys. Okay, so I'll probably leave it there. So that's the last color that I've used there, I think. Pop, range. Cool. Another amazing feature of this was you could cycle the colors. So if you didn't have the RAM to push frames of animation through, you could use this trick where you'd cycle all the different color positions. And you've seen this before, but here we go. Boom. Let's get that out there. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So that's better, right? That's looking a bit more like a sky. The colors in the foreground are looking a bit... Maybe if I made it more like a yellow. What if I did like a yellowy sunset? Yeah, why not? Why not? So, other features. If you go through here, we can see when I right click on the paint bucket, this gradient tool is so cool because you can pull this all the way through to get the noise right up or straight down. And this is all determined by this range that you set up in here, right? So theoretically I could grab this color, copy that color there, paste it to here. There we go. And that's not being used, right? Nope. Okay, so we get that, spread it to there, take that, set my range up, right? Who said that this program wasn't powerful? All right. Okay, there's my gradient. Now, can I do a gradient circle? I think I can. How does this work? So get the circle, fill it, shaboom. What do I get? That looks awful. Okay, it's only gonna fill it directionally. I don't think that I can tell it to fill radially, but it's still amazing for what it was. Let's try, so let's make it a little bit noisier. Yep, and that's such a classic Atari look. So if I change this to 90 degrees, all right, what happens if I do this? Flood field, notoriously slow. Let's just wait for this to happen. Oh, it's art. It's art. It's such art. Look at that. Yeah. All right, so I've still got some colors left. So maybe we could do some highlights. I don't like my chances, but I want to give it a shot. So we've got a blue field over here. We kind of need something between that purple and that blue, right? So maybe I could just try, not purple, yellow. Okay, let's try a spray. Way too much. Undo. So you can set this. Now the spray can. What a genius thing this is. You can pick your colors, and so I can go that one, that one, that one, and then determine how much of each color. So I want a sprinkling of my yellow. Dark blue is already gonna be there. A little bit of a sprinkling of light blue, and even lighter blue. I might push that right up, just so I get the right values. Just a touch of the yellow, just a touch. Palette. All right, let's go again. And I think it's a bit big. Size. I don't know how to adjust that size. Oh. Whoa, that's cool. All right, small size. Here we go. Whoa. Did I tell you that this mouse was hard to use? Because I tell you, this mouse is hard to use. Undo. It looks like I haven't used that last color. It looks like it was a spare color. I could probably get that, spread that to there. There's my green, right? Yeah, I haven't used it. Green's a bit much though, hey? Oh, it's genius. This is an incredibly difficult mouse to... Wow. Oh my goodness. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Do you see that almost natural... Does anyone know what that is about? Like, I'm pulling it pretty straight across my mouse pad here, but I'm making a right mess of this. Okay, I don't really care. Anyway, all I wanted to show was that Deluxe Paint was awesome. Look at that. Okay. What else are we gonna do? Let's put a bit of a foreground in. One of the fun things about using this, well, it wasn't fun, but one of the cool things about using the Atari was that it was so limited in its capacity to have a decent color palette. Like, you got 16 colors, you got to make it work. You can't just get another color. If you run out, you're out. So in this case, I've got 3 colors left. I've got my little gray, I've got my little dark gray, my little other one, and then black. And that's assuming that, I mean, I can use with this white, which I think I actually did just use, didn't I? Yep. But you see, if I change this white, it's going to check my system color. Like, that's going to make, oh, I've used white already, so I can't change that. But now when I'm using one of those colors to render the actual menu. So I'm a little bit stuck there now. So let's get a blue. Oop, I'm still in that color. Undo, come on, give me that back. Right, you need to be blue. Okay, come on, blue. Yep. It's a little bit lighter. Yep, that'll do. Okay, fill that in. Oh, it's still on gradient. Oh no! So, problems with one step of undo is that mistakes are kind of permanent. Let's see what we've got here. So I've got this mistake down the bottom here, which is not great. I'll get that. Maybe I'll use it to be solid, and we'll go here, change our paint bucket color to solid, and then see if I can draw a circle roughly to cover up that mess. All right, some sparkles. Now I've got 3 colors here, no, 2 colors here that I can cycle. So be prepared for some magic, is all I can say. Let's start with selecting our color range. In our spray can, we're going to use dark gray and then light gray. I'm going to turn off all of these. Excellent. Okay. Now, we're going to spray. We haven't really got a sun, so I might need to put a sun here. And then we're going to do some sparkles. Oh, that's probably a bit much. And I painted twice. Undo. Crap. Okay. Give me some more of the other color. I might just do it manually. I need some more of this light gray. Sparkle light gray. Yeah. Sparkle. Alright, so now if I just make this a tiny little bit lighter, there it is. And if I copy that to this one and make that a tiny bit lighter again, just a wee bit lighter. There we go. Get those 2, range, pop. Turn up my delay. Too much sparkling, just a little bit of sparkle. Yes. Okay. So tab is my button to sparkle. So now we've got sparkly water. I've got a couple of problems around here, but I haven't shown you my last tool, and this is the tool. FX. That's right. Put away your Photoshops. We're gonna get our smear on. Up we come. Let's see if we can get rid of this problem up here with our smear tool. Oh, who knew that the Atari was so powerful that you could actually smear stuff out. Now, one thing I didn't really touch on here was with a flood fill, you can use dithering. So for those who don't know, dithering was this clever little tool where you could pick, say here we've got this light blue color, right? You see it down there in the bottom corner. So we've got that light blue, then the next color is that slightly darker blue. But with the low resolution, you could actually create a space. So if I do this one, feel that, this will be temporary, but if you painted with that, and it would fill with a dither, like a blend of the two, which would actually give, like if you look at it from a distance, and I mean from a distance, you actually look like you've got another color there in the middle. And so you could double your colors by dithering, which was a technique used heaps. Just fill this one in. Boom. The whole section's going to do it now. But you can kind of see that effect, and it sort of softens the transitions between the colors. All right, let's just finish this off. Lovely dovely, bits of spray. Yep, all lovely and noisy. I can't paint straight for nut. Look at this. Okay, so the Atari had this thing which was useful as hell, an undo button right there on the keyboard. Very, very useful. None of this Control Z nonsense. An undo button, please. World, that would be great. It's not that hard. We need one. Everyone needs one. You have an eraser on a pencil, you have an undo button on a keyboard. Simple. Next. So with that all done, there are some other things that you can do with this. There is animation, which I used to love playing with. You can create your animations. Let's say if I want 10 frames of animation, and then do that. It will then create 10 frames now, all with this backdrop, and I can cycle through my frames. And you know, you could have like this little guy, like a little guy here. This is going to be atrocious. This is such a bad idea. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, there's a guy. That's a guy. Let's go to frame 2. Now my guy's going to be over here. And he's going to look exactly the same as he did in the last frame. He's chasing his soccer ball down a hill. Alright, frame 3. Get it. This is so good. Oh my. Oh. You remember, this is like Chinese whispers for animation. Oh! Mouse. You are just delightful. Oh wow. My guy turned into a tractor. Alright, tractor 5. This is something else with this mouse. What on earth? It's just unbelievable how hard I'm trying. I am not toying with anyone here. This is a legit attempt to work this mouse. Now I'm using this mouse. I'm using like a PC mouse. I'm not using this beautiful thing. I'm using this thing. And it might be the emulation. It might be like some screen scaling stuff. I don't know, but it is very, very hard to paint straight. Brilliant. And my last frame, he can sit down on that edge. Because you watch, I'm going to put a straight line down, his leg's going to hang over that edge. Ha! I did it. And his ball can be stopped there. Alright, let's play this beautiful thing. Huh? Huh? Let's pong it. Boomerang it. Yeah. Yeah. So, Deluxe Paint. I think it's pretty good. I think we've done some pretty cool stuff here. I got sparkling water, I got a guy running down a hill, I got a sweeping hill set, I got sunset, I got furry hills. I mean, that's pretty cool. We didn't even touch on like tweening, which is, you know, what we all use these days for animation, but it can do that. We got brushes. Oh, and of course, I can't finish this without showcasing this beautiful, oh look at that, cycling through my colors, font machine. Ah, Broadway. So many uses for this wonderful font. My Atari stuff. Beautiful. That'll do. Perfectly centered. Yeah. Cool. All right. My Atari stuff. I think that is worth a thumbnail, and colors are cycling. Yep. So that's Deluxe Paint for the Atari ST. Don't knock it. This is obviously something to behold, and yeah, really great application. All right, that's it. Atari, my Atari stuff. Probably showcase some other applications that I used to use, but of course, Deluxe Paint had to be done. We can't ignore Deluxe Paint. It's a legacy. You should look it up about what games have been developed with it by far superior artists than me. So thanks for watching my Atari stuff. I think I've said this already. I can't remember. So this is my first video. probably a bit sketchy. Doesn't matter. Gonna do some more. I reckon we'll do some games. We'll do some applications. Do some applications. Maybe even some development. I used to love STOS, so that could be fun. Maybe we could build something. Maybe you guys could help me build something. Other than that, I'll leave all the history to the pros, and I'm just gonna get my hands dirty and build stuff and make stuff. In the old school. What do you reckon? Thanks for watching. Yeah, well, let's try and do this again. Subscribe. Do that. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed some nostalgic Deluxe Paint. If you were a D-Paint user, if you're an Atari user, I'd say hit the bell, because people say hit the bell, but yeah, hit the bell. Hit the bell. All right, I'm done. Thanks. Out. Bye.